Now a News 5 special report. For military families, there's no more solemn tribute than the playing of taps at their loved one's funeral.
But for almost 2 decades, there has been a shortage of people who can do it.
Now there's an effort underway and even new legislation in Alabama to help make more buglers available for veterans' funerals.
Here's News 5's Bill Riles.
Every day in the U.S., on average, 1,000 veterans pass away. For their families, hearing this familiar tune at their funerals is a comfort and a tribute to their service. The 24-note song, known as Taps and is actually named Day Is Done, has been played at military funerals for more than 50 years. It's also played at the end of each day on military installations. But for almost 2 decades, there's been a shortage of people who can play the song live at a funeral.
And it's because of that shortage that when you think you hear someone playing taps at a funeral, there may be no one playing taps. They may be using one of these.
Tony Ross is the director of the Alabama State Veterans Memorial Cemetery in Spanish Fort.
But right now, for the last 3 years, 3.5 years, it's been 100% artificial.
The ceremonial bugle with a digital recording device mounted inside was the military solution to the problem. But Ross says many families want a real player.
I think it authenticates what's going on.
State Representative and trumpet player and teacher Randy Davis is one of the few who plays taps for services in this area. He's played at hundreds of services.
Anytime I'm called upon, I try to be available.
Davis, who first told us about this shortage of bugle players, says because of so many veterans' funerals, it's difficult to find someone like him who is able to play the song and can be available to do it, in most cases on short notice. There may also be people in the region who can do it, but are unaware of the need.
There's some great trumpet players in this community.
And Davis is working on solutions that could make for a bigger pool of trumpet and bugle players available to play taps. First, he's working with a group called Bugles Across America, a web-based grassroots organization dedicated to identifying and providing buglers for funerals. Secondly, he'll propose legislation that would excuse high school trumpet players from class to perform taps at funerals as an act of community service.
So many of our schools are close to this cemetery, close to the Mobile Cemetery.
It's a move that could be more of a comfort and more of a tribute to veterans and their families.
I've seen people sit there through the live firing, through the flag folding, and never move, never pay much attention, it seems like. But as soon as taps is starting to be played, they break down instantly.
In Spanish Fort, Bill Riles, News 5.
And we have provided more information on how trumpet and bugle players can get involved,
including a link to Bugles Across America. Just find a story on our website, WKRG.com.